You ever have those days where you just redo a video because you just start rambling? Well, I've had that like 3 times now. I hate rambling, but I'm an old guy. It happens. So I wanted to talk about the election day, okay? Now, we're over halfway done with the day by now. I personally was going to go fishing this morning. I have not motivated myself yet. I did make myself one hell of a breakfast. And I said, I'm sitting here watching these priests and these pastors talk about the book of Revelations. And, I've read prophecies from Nostradamus and other prophesizers, as some of them are called, soothsayers, so to speak. And a lot of it makes sense. My Christian friends, my sisters and brothers in Christianity, me, I am pagan, but I still believe a lot of the things that Christianity have that they hold to be true. My friends that happen to be other religions, including Muslim, I feel that as long as you do not have malice in your heart and you love your brothers and sisters in this world without malice, that there's nothing I can ever hold against you for the religion that you have. I will also never judge you based on who you choose when you vote, because the document that this country's law is founded on guarantees you the right to be able to do that. And as long as you have peace in your heart, why would I tell you you're wrong? Because ultimately, who you vote for, whoever gets hired, we all share in the consequence of whoever it is that gets hired. I mean, the long and short of it is we all suffer it. Whether it is positive, neutral, negative, the consequence is ours to share at the end of the day. When all the ballots are counted, that's all that it amounts to. When I stood in line where I went, we all got along, no matter what faction we were, even the independents, the different varieties of independent parties. We all got along. We joked with each other. Oh, we poked a little bit of fun, but it was without malice. Had a great time. Went in, did our thing, left. The only thing I would really like to see change is that a voter on one side or the other and the independents be able to vote for who they want, Democrat or Republican or otherwise, because I'm registered libertarian. I had the choice when I went to the ballot box on the kiosk to change to a regular independent. And if I wanted to, I said, well, I'm already in a form of an independent. I'll stick with what I'm at. But as such, I still had to pick one or the other. I couldn't pick selections from both sides. I think that's wrong. There are some Democrats that I thought were better for certain positions than the Republican side. And the independent ones were so far and few between, it was pathetic. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that in our voting system, there's a lot of positions where the vote from an independent party doesn't even get counted. I'm sorry, that's sad. But I do think you need to have some sort of voter ID. You shouldn't just be able to walk into a ballot box and not have some form of voter ID, by the way, and be able to vote. It's disingenuous to the rest of the process. I'm not going to hold anything against you if you don't vote and you have an opinion, because freedom of speech allows you to do that. And your own brain cells. I'm not going to take that against you, because taking no action is still taking an action. Voting for who you vote for is still taking an action. It all equates. It all shows and speaks volumes to those that are in charge, okay? So I'm not going to hold that against you. I used to be so vehemently against people not voting, and now I'm like, well, if you make a choice not to vote, you still made a choice. So in the end, it's still a choice. So, more power to you if that's what you choose. I'm not going to have ill will towards you or disavow you as a friend. Regardless of who you vote for, if you did it in the spirit of betterment of our country and the betterment of our species, and from a logical standpoint versus just pure emotion, I really am not going to hold that against you. I would just say that don't let emotion rule your decision. I based mine strictly on what I encountered between 2016, 2020, and then 2020 until now. And the policies that were in place back then versus policies that are in place still to this day and how they've affected this country. That's solely what I based it on. And I would suggest that you do the same. And I will not hold any of those causes of process in your brain to make the decisions against you, because we are all human. And as we all know, humans are their own worst enemies, period. And, historically, we've had one hell of a run at being stupid in a lot of ways on this planet, across eons, by the way. So choose who you do, choose who you believe will actually make a change. Pour a glass of something hard and you want to drink, chill out the rest of the day when you get home. Because once we find out, right? I mean, it's as simple as that.